Greetings, 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 greetings. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? Y'all, last session I was talking about something confronting you with the past. I did not know that Mercury was going to be one of those energies. Mercury goes into retrograde on Monday, June 29th, in Cancer. So this is where all of the past connections, relationships, self-reflection is taking place. Mercury rocks with Virgo as well as Gemini energies. This is where things will get a little bit more intense. This reading is coming to you on Saturday, June 27th, the day of Yemiya. And when I was meditating, I realized that it was a 26 day, which broke down into 52, which broke down into 7. And I was like, oh shit, there are 7 days in a week and 52 weeks in a year. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and if you have big projects that you're working on or you feel as though that you need to complete, try breaking it down into smaller portions. Yemiya is known as the mother of fish, the mother of life, Pataki folklore and legends say. Saturdays are associated with cleaning, cleansing, consecrating, especially in our culture. And if you ever wonder why that is, it is because Saturday is legit the day of cleaning, cleansing, and consecrating. So, in the African diaspora, things have come by way of tradition, things being passed down generation to generation to generation, that we tend to lose or forget the origin of it. And this is where Sankofa comes into play. It is not taboo to go back and get what was stolen and or forgotten. There'll be a lot of Sankofa moments. Ashe, Ashe. The full moon will be taking place as well on Monday the 29th or the 30th, depending on where you are. That energy will be taking place in Capricorn. The moon rocks with Cancer. The moon is all about ebbs and flows, fluidity, where Capricorn is all about structure, stability, do as I say and not as I do, or follow the leader, where the energies of Cancer, cardinal sign, is the leader. Actually, so there could be some tension or some conflict in regards to who's taking ownership, who's the leader, who's in control, who's in charge. Yeah, just be on the lookout for a lot of changes. I feel as though that there will be a major timeline shift. And that is the real reason why the past is coming up. So that way you can take what you need and leave the rest. Ashe, Ashe. Y'all know I like to take a look behind the veil to see what's coming through. And I decided to show y'all because sometimes I feel like people think that I'm picking these cards. And I'm not. My warriors will tell you, she don't do that. And what came through was Butterfly, 41, Oyela, and shout out to my sis Oyela. What's up, oh? Love you, girl. Eureka. We have Sweet Clover, To Live Without Care, and the number 13, Alta, which has Mercury, as well as Saturn in Virgo. So this is the energy of air and earth coming through. Ashe, Ashe. Mercury rocks with Gemini, Mercury rocks with Virgo, Saturn rocks with Capricorn, and is the ancient planet of Aquarius. Ashe, so air and earth is the name of the game. 13 is feminine energy. During this meditation, it also came through with you are your purpose. Ashe, meaning you were put here on this earth to explore your spirit, explore life, explore the inner workings of you, learn about yourself. Ashe. And we all have that opportunity. We are all being charged with that. And this is why I love to do collective readings, Ashe, because it reminds us that we are a part of the all. Yes, we're individuals, and yes, we have our own uniqueness and everything, but we're not on this realm, on this planet, having this human experience by ourselves. The micro and the macro, the you and I verse. I get the energies of no longer being concerned about what people have to say, what people think about you. You're turning more into a free spirit. live and let live. You're starting to embrace being an individual within society and coming together and connecting with people that is on your vibe and frequency. And shout out to my girl, Mistrix Ray. Hey, girl, hey. She just did a video. I'm trying to tell y'all that lady is dope. She just did a video where she was speaking of community and what that looked like for her. And she was encouraging us to understand that we don't all have to agree to be a part of community. Being a part of a community is being your most authentic self, or just being yourself, period, and coming together with people that are on the same frequency or having like mind, but you're not robots. You're not all thinking the same, walking the same, talking the same. You can have moments of disagreeing. You can have moments of, we're going to agree to disagree. That within itself is an agreement. Ashe. So I'll be spending time this weekend meditating on what is community and what does it mean to me. So thank you, girl, for that. Oyela means commanding darkness into light. Ashe. So if you're having cloudy moments, if you're having dark thoughts, if you're having a hard time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, baby, clap your hands and say, Oyela. And that will open up the doors, gates, and portals for the light to come through. That will break up and disrupt, disturb, get rid of any nebulous, cloudy, foggy energy, any negative energy that is blocking, preventing, obscuring your vision. Ashe, ashe. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. We are safe. We are centered. We're divinely loved, guided, protected, guarded, cloaked, if necessary. If there are any loas, orishas, spirit guides, spirit animals that you would like to come through, and of course your ancestors, baby, you can say their names out loud or in spirit. Once you're done, say Ashe, Ayi Bobo, Amen, Amen, however it is that you rock. As above, so below. As within, so without. Samodi B times 3. Ashe, Ashe, Ayi Bobo, Ashe yo. Beat your drum. If you do not have an actual drum, heart space, beat it. Ashe, Ashe, activation. Ayi Bobo. What came through is insight, third eye chakra. And we have 39, what comes out to be a 12, which breaks down into the number 3. Papa Legba. Ashe, Ashe. 3 also rocks with Wednesday. So maybe you rock with Odin. Ayi Bobo. Maybe you rock with crows or ravens. Maybe you rock with Papa Legba, Isu, Ashe, Elegua, the Trinity, Ashe, which breaks down into a 3. So it says, listen to the voice within when it persists. It's giving insight. It's bringing clarity. It's bringing a warning, a wake-up call. Ashe, you need to take notice. The butterfly energy here. And my warriors will tell you, if you're new here, welcome, 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 that for me, when I see the butterfly, I instantly and always think of strength. Ashe, because the butterfly has to use its wings to push out of the cocoon in order to strengthen them so they can fly. This is encouraging you to come out of the cocoon and get on the path of light, where we have Oyela Eureka. Like I said, disrupting or dispersing the darkness so you can see the light, so you can see the end of the tunnel. That's what's coming through. Your guardians, your spirit guides, your spirit tribe is talking to spirit, your inner workings of you. Spirit never lies, Ashe. So if you've been disregarding it, you're going to keep hearing it and hearing it and hearing it until you're sick of hearing it. And then you're going to hear it some more until you are ready to take in the messages that are coming through to you. And then you're going to have that eureka moment. Something is going to happen that's going to cause you to connect the dot, to see the light. And once you do, things will begin to flow. I really feel like this is self-discovery. You may be getting older in life. There are a lot of transitions that are taking place. For me, I just turned 50 this year, and baby, it was a grapple. okay? Because I'm still young at heart. I still have a sense of wonder. My inner child is very much alive, healthy, and well, and does have a voice. And I think she comes through a lot. Another way that Mercury is working with me in regards to my past is by way of music. I've been hearing a lot of music that I haven't heard in a spell, baby. Old movies are popping up, so that's not a coincidence. If you're starting to see a lot of old movies and a lot of old songs, and you're thinking about where you were at that time or the feelings that were connected to it at that time, yeah, that's insight. Jot those things down. Giving you two examples in my life. The first one was the very first song that I heard this week, that took me back down memory lane. Back down memory lane, and let that be a song within itself, was Shirley Murdoch's as Before You Left Me. That song, y'all know I can't sing. I can't carry a note in a bucket. I was 9 years old when that song came out. I had no clue in regards to what she was talking about, but I felt it. Oh, I felt that in my heart. There's no way my life can go on without you. You talking about tears? Tears. And then the second song was that I just heard this song yesterday from talking about Miss Shirley Murdoch, was Miss Vesta Williams. Congratulations. I was 12. And when I first heard that song, you could not tell me that it wasn't real. Like, this really happened to her. And being 12, still being a little naive, I will always have a naivete about me. Ashe, I wanted to fight. I was like, where is he? Sis, point him out. How dare he? And still not having the full understanding of what was happening. But at 12, I was already heavily into R&B. It was my love language. Today, it's still my love language. If I can't express myself in a manner in which I need to, I will always give you a song, because it has a way of saying exactly what I need to say in the manner in which I need to say it. And I'm a little shy. When it comes to my feelings, I don't really trust people with my feelings. It takes me a very long time for me to do that. Insight. How is it coming through for you? Keep your third eye lit. Everything is working from the heart space. Ashe. Ashe. So here we have the root and we have the sacral, which is going up to the solar. You can see a little bit of yellow here, but then we have a lot of green. So it's gonna, it ends and begins in the heart. Ashe. Ashe. Yeah, so insight. Your spiritual tribe is definitely shedding light in regards to you having an epiphany about you. Ashe. Some truth about who you are as a person is coming through. Ayi Bobo. Ashe yo. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Action of Swords, as well as the Three of Cups. You will become more comfortable in being a part of a group without losing your individuality. Ashe, you won't have to hide your truth in order to fit into any type of group. This is something that is going to take a lot of practice. Maybe you are a people pleaser. You don't like to rock any boats. You don't even like confrontation. You feel as though in order to avoid confrontation, you would rather just not say anything. And this journey is going to encourage you to be more open-minded, be more expressive. Ashe. Stand up for what's right. Ayi Bobo. And you don't have to do it in such a bitter way, in such an aggressive way. So I'm getting the message of paying attention to the finer details. Ashe, like I said, breaking things down and starting small and building up. Ashe, like you can see the whole picture, but in order to completely draw it out, you start off small and then expand. Ashe. So this is where that root is expanding and growing into the third eye, sixth chakra, third eye, mind's eye. With the Ace of Swords, this is, like I said, taking action, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for what's right. Shango energy is coming through. So this is a warrior energy, warrior spirit of the truth, your truth. No longer hiding in the shadows, no longer being afraid to let your freak flag fly. Meaning, no matter who you are and what you're about, you deserve to take up space. Ashe. Ashe. And this is where finding your tribe and connecting with people that truly love and care about you, that value your opinion, where you're getting together and you're talking about your life and your experiences. And it's really good for your health. Ashe, it's always nice to have people that you can just truly be yourself with. But in order for you to be yourself with others, you must be comfortable in being who you are for yourself, with yourself. Ashe, Ashe. So I feel like this is what's going to be on your journey. Strong roots, strong connections, connections to self and connection with others. And let's see what else is coming through. Yes, Two of Pentacles. There are a lot of things that are taking place simultaneously. Actually, you have a lot of things going on. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out. Ashe, and this is where paying attention to the finer details. You have to be focused and you have to be dedicated and you have to be committed and you have to time things just right so everything doesn't come crashing down. Ashe, Ashe. Oh, Blue Jays. And last weekend, we went to the pier last weekend. I saw a stingray in the wild for the first time, and I saw a plethora of blue jays. I don't see a lot of blue jays here in the city. I see one or two sporadically. So I really take that as my ancestors reaching out and giving messages. So when you see blue jays, what do you see them as? Those are messenger birds. I feel like all birds are messenger birds, but with blue jays and cardinals, ancestral birds. Ashe, what birds rock with you? And this is the spirit of swords. How to communicate better with others, how to express yourself without losing yourself. Ashe. So this is where this part of the journey, you will learn how to be a very effective communicator. Be mindful of your health. Be mindful of the things that you are turning into habits. Ashe. Because not all habits are good habits. Putting others before yourself, it seems noble. It seems very selfless, but that's where that seven comes into play. It's very tricky. Before you know it, you don't lost your own sense of identity. You now think that what someone else think was your original thought, so therefore you keep yourself aligned to it. There are a lot of things that are changing. Your thoughts are changing. How you used to feel about something is changing. I feel like your spiritual tribe is communicating with you, is telling you to be aware, be on the lookout. I say be present. Ayi Bobo. There are a lot of things that are coming through that you may not understand initially, but they will make sense over time. Ashe. So if spirit tells you to move, don't be defiant. Don't be resistant. Don't cut off your own nose to spite your face. Ashe. Ashe. I feel like this shift, this go round, you're about to live your best life. The most carefree you've ever been. Empty nesters. Ashe, clarity on that. That is way too much. Just need one, please. They say you gonna take it. We gonna take it. Ashe. Here we have the Five of Wands, and then what actually dropped behind it was there's a lot of energy that's coming through. Five of Wands, we have a wolf here. This is trusting your gut, trusting your instincts. Ashe, any type of conflict, don't get caught up into the battle without being aware of your surroundings. And when I said don't be afraid to change, here we have the embodiment of Wands. Being able to think strategically, patiently. This is where you are being encouraged to always think things through before you take action. Think it through. With the embodiment of Wands, we have air and fire. Ashe, so when I said bursts of inspirations and bursts of new ideas and new thoughts, and then we have the inspiration of swords. Baby, all the swords are coming out. This is where those new ideas, those new thoughts, Ashe, doing investigation, Ayi Bobo, where you can multitask. Ashe, you may be someone who has a very big brain. I have a very big brain. I'm not saying that I'm the smartest. What I'm saying is that you could take in a lot of information and process it, break it down, analyze it. A lot of it at one time, fast, simultaneous energy. Ashe, this is air energy, all of this air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So this is young energy. Ashe, giving yourself the opportunity to do some research. Don't just kill off a new thought because it doesn't make sense. Air energy is innovative energy. Of course it doesn't make sense. It's something that is brand new. It hasn't happened yet. You're an innovator. You're the first. And with being the first, Spirit is saying mistakes happen and they're going to happen. This is for you to learn from them. And it's best to have mistakes and going through challenges early so your foundation can become more secure. Ashe. And once your foundation is more secure, it gives you room enough to grow and fly, to venture off and explore other things. The wheels are about to start turning. Paying attention to the signs and symbols and synchronicities. They're about to start popping. This is where I feel like the inner child energy is coming through. Not being afraid to explore those new thoughts and new ideas. Seeing where they go, seeing where they lead. And down here we had the life force energy. This is where it's all coming through. This is coming through with some healing work. Maybe working with your chi or your kui. Maybe working with your ashe, your life force, your life energy. Taking a look into genealogy, taking a look into your roots and seeing how they all connect. I started this video with saying how I love to do collective readings because it makes us remember that we are a part of the all. Yes, we're all individuals and we're all unique, but we all have a common thread, and that is life, that is blood, that is skin and tissue and cells that make us us. Be who you are and don't be afraid to allow others to be who they are. Oh, card just fell on the floor. It flew, honey. I'm going to definitely pick that one up. And yo, guess what came out? 1144. That was a part of the message from last session. Like, comment, and subscribe. I said 1144, but it was showing to me 4411, which I was saying was dual energies and mirror energies. Ashe, Ashe. And we have master number 11 and we have 44 coming through. High vibrations, divine intervention, that big shift, that big timeline shift. Ashe. We have prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. Baby, community coming through. Ashe, I feel like this is saying more people feel the same as you do than you realize. They may not just be as vocal about it. So if you are one that do not express yourself a lot, get into business. Your vibe, your tribe. Let's get one more. Ooh. Social skills. Social skills says hope, optimism, liberation coming through. That butterfly, success, prosperity. We have it twice. We have pinnacle energy out here. Yeah, you're about to have some richness. Your life is about to be much richer. Ashe. Quality over quantity. 3333, 3333. That is divine energy. Ashe. And it says divine intervention. Your tribe and God, divine. Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Allah, however it is that you rock, Mother Nature, Father Time. Oh, yayla, to take you from out of the dark into the light. Ashe. It says excitement and enthusiasm. They want you to be excited and be enthused and inspired. A whole shift that's happening. And those that want to stay in a sunken place and that are fighting and bickering and cussing and fussing and trying to keep people trapped, they are losing and they know it. Keep with the love. Keep rocking with the higher vibrations. Like I said, things are moving up. Evolution. Some people do not like change. Some people are not meant to evolve. Some people are out here to do exactly what they are doing. Remember that. This is not their time. Somebody say it is not their time to shine, honey. This is not their time to evolve. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. What did I say? Dissipate, disperse. Ashe. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energies and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Ayi bobo, asheo. This is what I'm speaking of. I always encourage my warriors. Don't let your ego and your pride. What did I say earlier? Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Your social skills, they are going to improve. They're going to change. You're going to start meeting people from different cultures, different walks of life. They have different faith-based practices. Ashe. The differences is not the focus. It's the similarities. And they said liberation. That's going right along with you are no longer staying trapped in the web, in the confinements, in the box that people want you in. There's a whole world to explore, either physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, energetically, all of the leads. Call on your ancestor like I call on my Uncle Lee. Ashe. Ashe, don't let ego get the best of you. Don't let fear get the best of you. Don't let negativity get the best of you. Don't let racism get the best of you. Don't let fascism get the best of you. Ashe. Ashe, this is a divine message. Your spiritual tribe is coming through with protection, love, light, peace, dopeness, and righteousness. Y'all know what I'm about to say. If you don't like the life that you're living, change that shit. If you're not having the day that you want to have, change that shit. Be the alchemist. Be the magician, Mercury energy. Ashe. Be temperance, fire energy. Ashe. Shango energy. Ashe. If this message resonated on any level, give me a green, purple, green heart. Say, oh, yayla or eureka. Be on the lookout for inspirations that's going to create new thoughts and new ideas and new way of being and new way of life. May no ill thought, words, curses, hexes, spells, negative energy, low vibration cross you or your spiritual tribe. Send all BS back to sender 9 by 9 by 9, baby.